Hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Everyone Dice, an all-queer tabletop actual play streaming show. We're down one player due to unfortunate data limits, so I will just pass the mic over to Scotty for some announcements.
Hi, so we don't have a whole lot of internal announcements this week, just reminding everyone to check out Preparing for Paris on Kickstarter. But, as you all know, we are part of the queer actual play tabletop RPG network, Be Gay Roll Dice, and we want to encourage you to go check them out on Twitter. Check out all of the really cool shows that are part of the network with us. Very specifically, this week we want to spotlight Dice Will Roll. Dice Will Roll is the gayest Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign around, focusing on answering hard questions like, is it okay to kiss a goblin? Can you use spell slots to heat up leftovers? And, maybe most importantly, will the gods be mad about your heavenly/fic?
Yes.
Join them every
Yes.
Join them every Monday for their second campaign, Extinction Curse, following a fantastical circus as they try to put on the best show ever. With a backlog of amazing episodes and new ones every week, you'll have plenty to satiate your actual play hunger. Check them out on Twitter as Dice Will Roll and search for Dice Will Roll on your local podcatcher of choice. Local, as if it's not online. So yeah. Also, since Lynn is not around this week, she will not be giving away a bust of her art. I am nerve-wrackingly going to be offering my art instead. So, we will let you know how that's going to work when we come to the break. Yeah. I'm done.
Alright. To see if I can...
Oh, one more thing. We are very happy to be partners with Grinding Coffee Company. I'm actually drinking it here tonight. It's very good. You guys should try it. They're
Oh, you
Aaron,
dropped out.
you dropped
Sorry,
Where'd your mic go?
they're a Black LGBTQ plus business. They're great, very affordable. They have K-Cups. It's very good, fast shipping. And if you want to help support us, you can put in our code Compass Rose Pro, right, Scotty?
Yes, Compass Rose Pro is our
Compass Rose
affiliate
Pro
code.
in checkout, or in the link that we'll put it in the description or chat at some point tonight. And you can go and grab some coffee. It's great. I love it.
What flavor are you drinking tonight?
It's the K-Cup flavor, so it's just the regular.
Oh, okay.
But I really want to try some of their flavored stuff, like the hazelnut that they have.
Solid. I don't drink coffee, but if anyone knows of a queer-owned tea company that would like to sponsor an actual play tabletop show, I would love if we could have a tea sponsor. So keep an eye out for that and send people our way, maybe.
I don't drink coffee or tea, but if you got hot chocolate, I'm your girl.
There you go. Even better if they're Aussie queer owned.
Yeah. I also drink coffee, but I would definitely take someone up on that hot chocolate, because...
Big mood.
Who doesn't love hot?
Even better if it's Mexican style hot chocolate.
I don't think I've ever had Mexican-style hot chocolate.
We did it first. We did it best.
I have, but I've had it in Australia, so I don't know how accurate it is.
Official.
But it was good.
Mexican chocolate
Anyway,
itself is delicious.
we've got D&D to play.
What? Oh, right,
Do?
that. Yeah,
I
that.
thought
Uh,
It's
today.
session 10, y'all.
I thought we were just gonna talk about coffee, like hot
I
beverages, all for like 3 hours. I thought
You
that's
know
what
what?
today was.
One of these nights for all-nighters, we can just do that while Kacey or I play whatever game. One of these Saturday nights. We can just have everyone pile in and talk about our hot drinks of choice.
Yeah.
But tonight, we have D&D.
Oh, I guess. Alright. So, have to give me a moment. I need to transfer stuff from computer to tablet, but I've got the recap here. When last we ventured forth, you all enjoyed a lovely meal in the village of Hamel. Your last moment of respite before venturing into the Lorraine forest. Before leaving the next morning, you were given a present by young Kel. A well-worn, but still very usable, bag of holding. While in the strange autumnal forest, you came upon a large, abandoned camp that belonged to a group of mercenaries. Following their tracks to what you learned was Lonely Lizzie's home, you stepped inside to find the patron of Hamel and the Lorende impaled on a large spear. After that, there was a brief discussion with Vinny the Raven.
Crow. He was a crow.
He was a crow, sorry. And his companion, Mitch the Possum. And you learned that you must recover Lizzie's heart if you are to restore her. Yeah. What would you all like to do now?
I would like to pull Lizzie's heart out of the bag that Kel gave us and give it back to her.
Sounds like fun.
Sticking your hand in the bag, you try and focus on her heart. You're not sure what it looks like, but you're thinking old, definitely. Nothing happens.
Damn. Well, I tried.
If I remember right, we left off going to track the people the redcaps.
Yes,
I
that is
believe
correct.
so, yes.
So you all step out of the hollow tree, and you find the area much darker than when you left it. The sun has almost completely fallen, and it is now the twilight hour. The last lingering rays of golden orange sunlight begin to disappear beneath a deep blue sky. The autumnal leaves seem to almost take on a strange glow in this faint light. Yeah, there are tracks leading away. What did we decide? It was southwest. Southwest into Brende. Are you just going to keep following these tracks?
That's where we were going anyway, so yeah. To our deaths we go.
Alright.
Shay is on high alert.
Eloise is like
that's
excited
fair.
to meet these werewolves that are supposed to be here.
Isn't Eloise just excited to meet anyone?
Okay.
Sorry, it's just computer's really slow. I try and have the notes on my computer, so I have to put them on my tablet.
Yeah, that's fair. Next week, we'll be able to swap to me streaming, I think. Hopefully, maybe?
Yeah, and it should be easier for me that way.
Mm-hmm.
You all... it is fairly easy to begin tracking the individuals. But it is also getting late. Are you guys going to track them for a little bit before camping, or try and push through the night and see if you can surprise them in the morning?
I never sleep. I'm ready to go.
Aren't you... You're not exhausted. You recovered from your exhaustion, right?
She
Yeah.
was exhausted.
We're
Yeah,
exhausted.
she had a nap.
So I can be exhausted again. It's fine. Let's go.
I would prefer not to do that.
I would rather have a good night's sleep before we start fight.
We can always get up right
to start
early.
a fight. We could just ask them nicely for the heart back.
I think it best if we prepare for likelihood of fight. If they were willing to kill Lizzie to take her heart, they're going to fight us to keep it.
Yeah. Probably.
So, best if we rest tonight, so we have strength to fight tomorrow.
But what if we snuck up on them while they were sleeping? There would be no fight at all. Just go
If
in,
we're
take
lucky-
the heart, run away.
If we're lucky enough to catch up to them tonight, we don't know how far away they are. How far they've gotten.
Well, if they're more than a night's travel, we really shouldn't stop. Right? I don't
We
know.
need
I haven't
rest.
done much of this.
Unfortunately, if we
Well-
do not rest, we're not going to be in shape to fight.
Well, one thing to remember too is that while we're on the path, they're the ones who had to make it, so they're traveling a lot slower than we are.
I don't know what that means, Eloise, but I trust you. You're like a wilderness woman.
Well, no, you see how they've cut all the trees are cut out in front of us?
They have to take time to do that.
They weren't just like that?
Not typically in a forest like this.
It's actually making it very easy to track them.
Well, in that case, I call no watch. I start putting out my bed.
Cordelia,
Just on the
please.
ground.
Okay,
Everyone should take a watch.
I won't wake you up when the werewolves come then.
Thank you. But we only need 4 watches. And Bernie can do 3 of them.
Barney cannot do 3 watches. Barney can do 1.
And it's also not fair if the same 4 people keep doing watches.
Hey, I did it that time you were really sick, Shay.
What? Shay,
I did my watch.
I can't remember the last time I was sick, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I have taken... Okay, I will take first watch then, because I'm not tired yet, but I will be later. If that makes everyone happy.
How do we know you're not gonna fall asleep after everyone else has gone to sleep?
You don't! It's trust!
I'm going to trust Cordelia. I will take
Thank
second
you.
watch.
I will take third watch.
And Bernie can take 4th watch. So Alois can sleep. Come on, if we don't have someone here, we
Sure.
might as well use them.
Sure, I'll take that watch. Let's get my phone handy because it's got her character sheet on it. Okay, so Cordelia, you're taking first watch. Zala second, Shay third, Bernie fourth. Alright. Can I get some perception checks?
Absolutely
I've already
not.
rolled and it's bad.
Alright, well, what
Mine's
is...
not great either.
I can use my passive perception, right?
Your passive perception of 13?
14.
Oh, it's increased now.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you
Dump
can.
points in
is-
wisdom, I see.
It is higher than what I rolled, so I'll go with it.
My passive is also higher than what I rolled.
My passive is also higher than what I rolled.
14.
Cool. Looks like we're having a passive perception party.
Woo!
Say that 3 times fast with a thing in your
We're-
mouth.
We're doing our best.
Get the bad rolls out now.
Yep.
Also, I should mention, I burned a lot of nat 20s on my Saturday game, so...
Yeah, that's true. You rolled I mean, I wasn't there, but you were telling me how many crits you rolled, and it was just one after the other.
You have to save a little luck for us.
Well, we did have
Yeah.
advantage, so it was kind of fudging the rolls in that direction.
We were also fighting a crazy demon, so...
I had a couple of nat 20s of my own in my Saturday game, and still almost died. I almost got thrown off a train moving 250 miles an hour.
Alright.
Casey, did you write down my new passive or no?
19?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If anyone's passive has changed, please let me know.
Mine's still 10.
Okay. So, question, and you can read into this as much as you would like. Who here has dark vision?
I think I do, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I think
probably.
Shay was the only one. Oh no. I thought Shay was the only one who didn't have it.
Goliaths don't get dark vision.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Ganassi do either.
Fire Genasi do.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
Bernie has dark vision.
Yeah. Alright. So, Cordelia, you reluctantly settle in for your watch as your friends bed down for the evening. It is, it's quiet.
Oh man, we're in a forest. I get to sleep in a hammock.
You do. It's quiet. There's the occasional sound of nighttime animals and creatures coming out to hunt or forage. Nothing really catches your attention. There's still that sort of eerie quiet that is almost permeating this area of the forest. But it, your watch passes without any issue. Moving on to Zala, your passive is better than what you rolled.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so you settle in and you find yourself getting a little bit distracted from your watch. One second. Sorry, I had my plate in and it was really fucking with my speech. You find yourself getting slightly distracted by everything that you have recently dealt with in your travels. Everything that has happened specifically last night or today with Lizzie is kind of disturbing you, and you don't really get a lot of watching done. Nonetheless, your watch passes with no issues. Shay, when it is your time to watch, the campfire you've lit has begun to burn a little lower. The embers are starting to dwindle, and about an hour into your watch, there's a slight tingle along the back of your neck. This feeling of being watched begins to settle over you, and it makes almost every hair on your body stand on end. As the embers of the fire begin to dwindle even lower, the feeling intensifies. And in the nearby shadows, just across from you, out of the distance from the fire, you can see a pair of eyes watching you. A pair of black
I'm gonna tap somebody who is close to me. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna kind of whisper, like, somebody, whoever. I don't know who's closest to Shay. I
Who's
would
closest to
assume
Shay?
it's probably Cordelia because, like, they're
Hell
buddies.
yeah.
The too cool for school crew.
Yeah.
So she probably taps Cordelia and she's like, look over there.
I already
What is
did
that?
my
I
watch.
know. Look at this. What is that thing?
I look. Can I see it?
I'm looking.
Cordelia, you do not see anything. And Shay, now you can't see anything either. Like, when you
nothing
point
there.
it out to Cordelia, the eyes have gone. You're wondering...
There were eyes there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you want me to check it out?
Probably not.
Then why did you wait for me?
In case they came and attacked us, like, I wanted somebody else to be awake. I can't fight off a number of werewolves alone.
Well,
And you happen to be right there.
I think your judgment is bad because I'm the worst fighter in this group, but I appreciate the trust. It's probably just the creature of the woods watching us, but it won't come in, probably. And if it does, we will hit it with our axes and muscles. And I look at Zala.
Okay, yeah.
Does Zala snore?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too, because...
Probably only lightly.
I think Alois snores loudly.
Okay, then I imagine when Cordelia said that, Alois just goes...
Love it. Love it.
Well, I'll keep on high alert. But sorry, I should have woken you up.
No, it's okay. It's scary to see something watching in the woods.
Yeah, and
if
I
you see
kind
it
of felt
again,
it too. So yeah.
if you see it again, just tap me
And Shay will let her go back to sleep.
immediately, like a switch.
As soon as Cordelia rolls back over, she's out like a light.
And the eyes appear. No, I'm kidding.
And then behind you, a hand falls on your shoulder. No.
And you never saw Shay again.
Oh no!
That's the end of Shay. But she'll be back in episode 50.
What, is she gonna pull Dimitri?
Yeah. The rest of your watch is tense. You're sort of on edge after that, but you keep your eyes peeled for them, but you don't seem to find those black eyes looking at you from the darkness anymore.
I will warn Zala when Bernie. Bernie's doing last watch, right? I will warn Bernie when she does her watch.
Thank you. I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. Sorry, Lynn.
I want to remind everyone, because I forgot briefly myself, my rite of exsanguination is still active. So, the scent of blood has followed us everywhere, basically.
That's not a good choice. Don't like that.
That's a dangerous thing to do in a forest.
It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. In a forest full of werewolves, it's fine.
Okay, I think I got Bernie's perception. Bernie's watch passes without any incident that you're aware of. None of you are woken about discussions of strange eyes watching them. And you all wake in the morning to the smell of cooking breakfast. Alright, after you eat, I assume you are setting off after... Yeah?
Yes, getting ready as soon as possible.
Alright.
Yep.
So you pack up your things and make your way through the hacked trail that the Redcaps have left for you. You think it's the Redcaps. After a few hours, what you notice is that the trail that you're following begins to fall away. It starts slowly with the trail not being dug in as heavy with as many boot prints. And by about lunchtime, it's really difficult for you to even follow any particular footprints that they have left. They have sort of broken up into small groups and gone south, north, and some have continued on, you think.
Wait, are you saying that some of them are going south and north?
Yes.
You said south-north, and I was like, wait, that's not a thing.
No, some of the trail, the pathway leads south, and some lead toward the north, and then there is another that continues to the west where you've been going, but they are all the same amount of freshness in terms of a trail.
And they split up.
Is there a difference in the heaviness? Like how many went either way?
You could try to figure that out if you want. That would be a survival check.
I would like to make an attempt at that too.
Sure.
Do I remember what Lizzie smelled
15.
Do you remember what Lizzie smelled like?
like? Mm-hmm. Like the general scent of like the hovel, I guess it would be called.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It was a very musty, earthy kind of smell.
Okay.
Um,
I want to wild shape into a badger to try to sniff out her heart.
My survival check was 14.
So, Zala and Cordelia, you both kind of choose a trail and kind of like discuss how many you think might have been on each one. You can't really determine which path has been walked the heaviest. Yeah.
I will admit
They
I'm
look
not
about the
very skilled at tracking people. I'm not very skilled at tracking animals, for that matter.
Yeah. Me either.
I think I have an idea. Let me try something out. She like gets herself ready to wild shape, and then she turns into a badger. And now I need to roll for perception.
Yeah.
I wonder what the idea is.
Badgers
Badger.
get advantage on
Yeah.
rolls.
I'll
Oh,
give you
I know.
advantage.
Cordelia does.
Would Zala know that badgers are good at smelling things?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but animals often have different senses than we do. Maybe it will matter.
28, Casey.
You are able to sniff out that the path slightly to the south and the path to the west contains strong odors of that scent.
Is one stronger than the other, or no?
It's at this range, it's difficult to determine which one hangs heaviest. They both are equally pungent. So you all watch as Eloise
going like back and forth trying to figure out which one's strong.
shifts into this this badger and like begins kind of looking back and forth between the south and the western path.
What's she doing?
I assume smiling. If it goes on for too long, Zal is gonna walk up and just sort of pat Alois gently and say, "It may be best if we just take a chance on one."
Alois looks very dejected because she thought she could help. She can't. Wait.
He narrowed it down to 2.
Didn't Vinny say they were heading to the old capital?
That is what he suspected, yeah.
And where generally are we on the map, Kacey?
On the map?
Yeah.
I'm
an Outlander, Kacey. I know enough about tracking.
I'm also an Outlander.
I know you are.
I'm good at navigation.
I know you are.
Alois and Zala come from forests.
Let me load the map.
I'm a far traveler. It's not
I'm
quite
a
the same
criminal.
thing.
Watch out!
One of these things is not like the other.
Thank you for confirming your background for me. That was what I thought.
I think it was obvious at this point.
While Kacey is loading that map, I would like to remind you to send me your character stats so I can make stat cards for us to put on Twitter and Tumblr and whatnot.
Wow. Calling them out during games, Scotty.
I did. So it's everybody.
You did. I was trying not to call out any specific people,
Oh,
but
don't
now
think-
you've made it specific.
I don't think I ever remember you saying that.
You might have missed it. I think you might have gone to bed already,
Yeah.
I
Probably.
read it, and I was like, oh, I should do that.
and then you forgot.
Yeah.
Which is fair and valid. That's why I'm reminding you, because
Okay.
I love you guys
Thank
and I
you.
want to make these things for us.
So, whereabouts are you on the map is what you're asking me. You're about...
Oh, should I screen share the map so everyone can see?
No, it's fine.
Are we sure?
I mean, I could screen share.
True.
Hold on.
Oh, it may be best if I screen share the map. I don't think the stream
Actually,
likes
yeah.
it.
Good idea. You screen share the map, Scotty.
Yeah. With my beefy computer that knows too many things.
I'm actually glad you brought up the character stats because I realized that my AC is not correct on my character sheet.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad I could help you.
so
I think it's only off by 1, but
you are there.
We're in the U.
You're about in the U. You think, anyway. It's difficult to get a 100% accurate determination of where you exactly are, but that is around the area that you are.
So if
So-
that's the area that we are, I think we should head south.
You're a badger, but Zala knows the same thing. So.
Alois points.
Yeah, and Zala's going to say, "You're right, I think. If Alois and I are reading this area correctly, south is probably best."
Well, south is the way we wanted to go anyway, right? It's the obvious choice. So I agree.
South it is. I'm going to stop screen sharing the map so that we can go back to the regular thing.
Alright. So, who is leading the group? Because it is going to be more difficult to track this party in the Lorende. They're no longer hacking away at the forest and making it incredibly easy for you all to find them. So,
My assumption is Alois and Zala. Probably
Yeah.
Alois at the head.
Now that we've decided which particular path and scent that we're following, I can track them effectively.
alright. So, Alois, you can take a survival check with advantage, because I assume Zala is helping.
Oh yeah.
Is it survival or
Tracking is survival.
okay. $24.
Right. Without too much difficulty, you are able to follow the small signs that are left for you in the in the wood. Cracks of like cracked twigs, slightly broken branches of bush. You're able to notice them all and follow this path without any difficulty. And as you are wandering this path, voices begin to come to you all. The sound of displeased, tired voices. I've had enough of this. I'm gonna quit as soon as we get back. My feet are killing me. Shut up. They are ahead some way, but
Shay is gonna try to be sneaky.
gonna try to be sneaky, okay?
Zala's gonna make an attempt at being sneaky.
And I would like to hide in the bush as a badger.
Could
listening
try
in.
and talk to them.
Yes, but we could also listen in first.
Okay,
They might say something useful.
but at least let me try and talk before we stab them.
And Kacey, badgers are considered tiny, so they're very stealthy.
So I will need stealth checks from everyone.
I get disadvantage on stealth because I'm wearing scale mail.
12.
We are not stealthy tonight, guys.
Okay, Bernie got a 13. Who got 12? What did you get, Shay?
13.
Okay.
14 plus whatever bonus from being tiny.
Alright.
I'm very sad because one of my dice was an 18, but the other one was a 12, so my total is 13.
Let's hope they're bad at seeing things.
Surprisingly, despite the fact that you all managed to make a decent amount of rustling in the bushes,
After arguing about what we're gonna do first.
We argued quietly, we whispered.
the
Zala's very quiet.
individuals do not seem to have noticed you. And I'm gonna move you over to that.
I'm gonna screen share.
Yes, please do.
I see bows and arrows, which means I can deflect missiles. Love
I'm proud
deflect
of you.
missiles. And it is in my book, and apparently I did write it down last time, or when I did get it, I just put it in a really dumb place, because this book is
So,
interesting.
in reference to all of this, where are we right now?
Give me a sec. So you would be in. Sorry. On roll 20.
Oh no.
Here.
Oh, I missed it.
Okay. It is lagging.
I need to bug Lynn to make my most used animals little icon.
You can probably find free use ones easier.
But she has such a cute style.
She does, but that is a lot of work.
I will pay her. More, I will pay
Okay.
her aggressively. Be like, no, Eric can't pay me that much. Like, I
I think paying extra is tipping.
charge enough for her
No,
stuff.
she doesn't charge enough.
She doesn't.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to
Run the roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, divine, which is fair and valid.
Yeah. Like.
Everybody into your mind palaces.
I mean, Scotty, couldn't you run it?
I cannot currently stream this. No, I'm not set up for it yet. I haven't messed with OBS yet. I'm gonna do that.
No, I mean, you can stream
It's.
little.
Yeah. It's.
I was streaming roll 20.
Yeah.
I was the one streaming it. Casey can't. Casey's computer can't handle streaming and having roll 20 open right now.
Yeah. So.
Next week, after my upgrade, I absolutely can stream I can host the stream. Next week, I will do that so that we don't have to worry about the technical limitations.
Much obliged.
Since I have easily the best computer in the group right now.
So, here that I'm pinging and here that I pinged are where you can hide. Basically, two like bushes, trees area that you can sort of duck in while you watch these 5 individuals sort of rest. As that seems to be what they're doing. They're just sort of chatting. I don't really understand why we had to go do that. I wasn't really part of it, but... Will you shut up? I'm tired of listening to you.
I'm just gonna shoot a look over at Cordelia.
Is that an encouraging look?
Yeah, it is. As encouraging a look as you can get from Zala with no eyebrows to help convey emotion. She's doing her best.
Okay. I'm gonna step out into the sunlight where they can see me.
And Zala's going to hang back where they can't see her with her hand on her great axe in case anything happens.
That is also what Shay is doing, but with her spear.
So, Cordelia, as soon as you step out of the bushes and approach, one of the figures with a longbow draws it back and aims it at you. Who goes there?
I would like to go ahead and cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
Just
Make a mark.
so that it's there if I need it.
Make a note of that.
It's not very nice to tell your friend to shut up so much. He's got genuine concerns.
He's not my friend. He's a business associate.
Why can't he be both?
Because I don't want him to be both.
But wouldn't it be nicer working with friends rather than
Who
just a business?
are you and what business have you this deep in the forest?
I'm lost, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. Sure. What's the save on that? Wisdom. I assume?
Wisdom.
It wasn't great. What's the DC on that? Because he got a 12.
14.
So, as soon as you let loose this string of words, his eyes kind of shine slightly, his face slackens and kind of smiles at you the way you would at, like, a friend you hadn't seen in a while. Well, hello there.
Hold on. Can I forgot, because I'm a warlock, all of my spells go at second level, and Charm Person at second level can target a second person. So could I also target one of the other people with that?
Which one of the other people?
The one he was being mean to.
Alright, he's
Gonna
also
make them be
charmed.
friends. I'm very lost. And I was walking around and I heard you being mean to each other.
Yeah, he's always mean to me.
Why do you put up with it?
Well, I've not got much else. All I can really do is swing a sword, and that's why
That's a good
I'm
skill.
here. Well, I suppose.
I'm sure there's something else you could be good at, though.
I do like
something?
to dance.
Can I see you dance? I'm a bit of a dancer myself.
Oh, I don't know.
Come, look, I'll dance with you.
Play a
Dance.
song. Play a song.
Yes, that's good. Voice in my head. I will take out my lyre and play a song.
I am secretly playing the role of Cordelia's patron tonight.
Come on,
sure.
show me.
Well, alright. Something a little lively then, I guess. And,
quick question.
yeah.
The rest of the camp,
Yeah,
what are they doing?
They are watching with incredible fascination.
How many people are there again?
There are 5 individuals. You have charmed 2 of them. The other individual with a longbow is kind of like leaning on his longbow, and like the other one with a sword is like just kind of like doesn't know what to do. And the person who looks to be their leader is just kind of watching you to see what you do.
While this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to, in a foolish display of burning more spell slots, I want to
All those spell slots you get.
the other person with the longbow and their leader.
You want to charm those people as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's not concentrate. I can do it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Goodbye, both of your warlock spell slots.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
The longbow guy saved. But the other sword guy did not.
No, not the sword guy, the leader.
Oh, the leader.
Yeah.
I have to double check his stats, but I don't think that saves. I'm actually positive that does not save. Okay.
Huh? 3 out of 5, that's pretty good.
Okay, so you currently have one of the longbowmen, one of the sword wielders, and the leader charmed. The swordsman has begun doing a very hearty jig. And the longbowman is cheering him on and like, yeah.
Now, can I see, is there any thing that might give away which one of them is carrying this heart?
That would be a perception check.
You can do it, I believe in you.
What's that?
As we hide in the bushes? May we also do that as we hide in the bushes?
Yeah.
I will not be making a perception check. I am not looking for that. I am just staying on edge in case something happens and someone tries to attack Cordelia.
That's fair.
14.
23.
22.
In effect, I want to hold my action to run over and defend Cordelia if something happens.
Gotcha. Shay, you spot this small leather, like pouch almost, that the leader has slung across his body, and it's sort of tucked right here, like nestled close to him. You're pretty sure that's where this person would be keeping anything important. And Alois, you are able to determine that that is where the pungent aroma is coming from.
Well, see, I think you're a great dancer.
Thanks. I really
Maybe
do
you should-
love to dance.
You could be a performer. Go do that.
Yeah.
Dance with swords. It'd be incredible.
I could be a sword dancer.
I'd buy a ticket.
Would you really?
Yes.
Oh, that means ever so much.
But what are you doing out here? The 5 of you.
Well, we're just, and he looks to the leader who kind of... Well, we're just doing mercenary stuff. Right now,
You
we're
5 are
just...
mercenaries.
We are, yes,
Oh.
part of the Red Caps. You can see...
You look so much nicer than that.
Well, mercenaries can be nice folk. We can be...
That's fair, but
Yeah,
the way
look
you
at-
said it,
Look at Jim. He's a good dancer.
you've got me there.
I do.
Are you good mercenaries? Are you on good business?
I think we are. We do our jobs. We protect or kill those we're hired to do that for. Not rightly sure what job we're doing now.
You don't know what you're doing?
Well, it's really hard to... Silas is our leader. He's a bit of an overbearing ogre, you know.
I know how that is.
It's kind of... it's hard to really ask him what's going on in times like these. He just said we needed to make our way to the Rende, station me and my crew on watch for a couple days while him and his elite guard went to, somewhere in the forest and came
It's
back.
not very safe there, though.
No, well, mercenary work. We don't do exactly the safe things. That's why we're mercenaries.
That's a good point.
I've got a couple good points. 2 right now, and he points to his swords.
I give the most convincing fake laugh I can.
Make me a performance check.
You hear a chitter from the bushes. Aloy's laugh is as a badger.
I actually rolled pretty bad, but that's 17.
Wow, that's bad.
I rolled a 9. I have a +8.
He's very happy about his joke. Very.
He thinks I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't. I came out here, and I've charmed them, but I didn't come with an actual plan.
I can tell.
To get the heart.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
So I guess Shay will start sneaking around to try to get to that pouch that she knows where it is.
And it would be helpful, but I don't know where the pouch is, so I'm gonna try something. And it's either gonna work, but it probably won't, in which case we'll probably have to fight them. So I say... You guys haven't seen a heart, have you? I'm looking for one.
Cordelia is the Tin Man.
Just casually out here looking for a heart.
A heart is a kind of deer too. You can play it off as that.
That is a very good point. And I'm just gonna spin off that. The longbowman points in the distance and says, "Yeah, I saw one. He was headed up there. Big, beautiful creature."
No, like a beating or no longer beating bloody heart.
Like
from
an
within
organ.
a chest.
Like
yes,
the organ.
Oh. I need the organ.
No, sorry.
Any of you?
Shay is still sneaking around to try to get to the guy's pocket.
Sure. Give me a stealth check with advantage, because they're pretty enraptured with what is happening right now with Cordelia. So
If Shay fails, I want to ready bringing out my wings and flying and snatching it off of this guy.
okay.
Well, she got a 24.
Okay. They do not seem to have noticed you. They kind of are really focused on what the hell is happening here with
Cordelia's just that enthralling.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can't fight, but she can distract.
The leader says, "What do you need with a heart?"
My sister is sick, and
Oh,
I went
that's
to the
not
alchemist in town, and the only thing that I can get to the potion that will cure her is a heart. So I came out into the forest because I thought I don't want to kill anyone on the streets. I don't know. I was told to look out here, but I got a bit lost.
We could find you a heart, sweetheart. We could take down that
Cordelia's
heart up
concerned.
there. We could. If all you
It
need
needs
is a heart.
to be
we'll
like
just-
a person's heart.
As Shay gets closer to the person, she's going to use one of her key things, because I forgot that I had this. She's going to use 2 key points to cast her New Moon ability, which will make her invisible.
Ooh, very
Fancy.
nice.
So she...
How does that look? Yeah.
So, that's a good question. I have no idea, because it's daylight outside. I think she just kind of takes advantage of the shadows of one of the trees nearby, and she just sort of focuses her mental energy and just sort of fades away into the shadows.
I like that. For, I think, like, narrative purposes, I think your allies might be able to see you. That it's like...
There's probably like a faint, like, moonlit glow that they can probably see.
Yeah,
but,
I think so. So you slip in the shadows, keeping to the shadows of the trees and the bush as you channel this new energy through you, focusing on staying invisible.
And
No one seems to have noticed you at all.
She's gonna get up and try to take the heart out of that guy's bag if she can.
Okay. That's gonna be a sleight of hand check, and that's gonna be at disadvantage. Unless you can give me a reason why you would have...
invisible.
Yeah.
And he's distracted.
And he's
He's focused pretty hard on
Shay
Cordelia.
sneaking over?
I will say you did see Shay sneaking over.
Then I'm... You can say it wouldn't help, but I would be trying extra hard to be extra distracting.
Man, we should go to the city to make some money with this chick.
Zala and Bernie would be a little bit opposed to that.
Are you sure Bernie would?
Yes. I know enough about Bernie, I can guarantee it.
So am I rolling disadvantage?
Tough to say.
I'm gonna start crying and use thaumaturgy to make it really loud and dramatic.
Uh-oh. Okay. So before Shay, you're able to get your hand up to slip it into the bag, Cordelia just suddenly breaks down into tears. Loud sobbing tears.
It's echoing throughout the woods.
Yeah, and all of them, even the two who are not charmed, because clearly this girl is fine. The leader's smitten with her, so they all like rush over and like start. Are you okay? Are you okay? It's gonna be okay. You'll find her heart. You'll find something. So now
you a human heart.
I will let you make a regular sleight of hand check, not at disadvantage.
You can do it, I believe in you.
And this is a messed up version of the Wizard of Oz. Yes.
That was a 4, so an 8.
No!
No.
That die had been rolling really well. I should have rolled a
At least
different
you
one.
can't get caught.
I am invisible, so that's true.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they can't feel you.
So, you slip
But I
your
also had
hand
my
into the bag, and getting a little overzealous, you kind of bump the captain's arm a bit, and he kind of, and he looks around, and he literally looks right at you, Shay, and then just, all right, kind of turns back around to face Cordelia. However, this time he adjusts his bag so it would be more difficult to slip a
I'm
hand in
imagining
there.
like it's now like right in front of his groin, so you have to like reach around.
So his bag is actually more like it's a small pouch that is like slung across, and it's kind of worn right here.
Okay.
So it's more like near his chest now.
Okay, Kacey.
She's gonna try again.
Wait, I
Sure,
had an
sure,
action ready.
sure.
Hold on, I had an action ready in case you failed.
You did,
Specifically.
yeah. Specifically, yes.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna grow grow wings as
Okay.
a badger. Fly around.
So you
And
all
try to
watch as
rise
these like roots begin to sprout out of this badger's back, spreading out into like the veins of a wing, and leaves begin to bud there. These orange, red, green autumn leaves, and it's very beautiful. And then this badger with wings just leaps out of the bushes. And what did you want to do?
Fly around the back of him and try to lift the strap off of him.
Okay.
Take it off. Take it off. Just grab the whole bag.
Sure. Roll me an attack on that, because you're trying to do a very specific thing.
Uh, 16.
Okay. You are able to close your little badger hands around this strap.
Can Shay assist in any way by like punching the guy in the back of the neck?
I think if you do that, you will lose your invisibility.
Oh, that's true. That's an attack.
Just for the record.
Let me look up the
So
specifics.
it's easier for me to do so. So it doesn't get tangled.
That's fair. I could also do that.
But would Shay punch?
So, here's what I will say. What you could do, Shay, to assist in what Alois is attempting to do here, is...
Ridiculous thing I'm attempting to
Yeah,
do.
it's utterly ridiculous, but I love it. If you were to cut the strap that she is holding on to, like a part of it that is near him, she would be able to hold onto the strap and fly away, hopefully with enough force that she could pull the bag with her. Because
Then Shay will do
it is
that.
a small bag. All right, pull out a small dagger and you cleanly cut through it. Alois, make me a strength check with advantage. Because who is ever expecting a winged badger?
Well, this is not how I expected this to go, but it's fine.
You meet a strange girl in the woods, she asks for a heart and then starts sobbing. You go to help her and then a winged badger comes out and steals your stuff. It's
A winged badger where the wings are plants.
Yeah.
exactly.
15, Casey.
Oh. He rolled a natural one. So, as this all happens, the badger jumps out at him, rushes at him, flying in the air, and he's just incredibly taken aback. As Shay cuts the strap on it and Alois takes hold of it, you fly off, and with the sudden force of this and just pure shock of it all, he kind of falls back on his ass and just, what the devil was that?
Did anyone else see it or just him?
Does he bump into Shay?
No, I think Shay is smart enough to sort of sidestep that.
Shay definitely saw it.
Yeah.
No, I mean the other guys.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fair.
Did they see him fall on his ass or the badger?
Badger.
Because everyone pretty much saw the badger. Yeah. Okay, so... Alois,
So-
you now have a leather pouch Yeah. It smells very strongly of Lizzie's hut.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the top of the tree,
Okay.
unwild shape, and then rewild shape into a squirrel, absorbing the thing into me.
Okay. You can definitely do that. So you do. You are now a squirrel in a tree.
With no flying badger or sack in sight.
Yeah, all the mercenaries are just like, what? What just happened?
Is that a normal thing in these woods?
I have not had normal in these woods since we got here. I am so done with this.
I think
Me
I'm
too.
gonna let go of my great axe and go jogging out to Cordelia and just say, "There you are! I have been looking for you."
You found
And
me.
who is this?
This is my sister. No. No.
Your sister?
You gonna try
Is
again?
My girlfriend. No.
Yes.
No. This is my sister. No. This is my sister-in-law.
Roommates.
I've decided this is okay.
Okay, which
No.
one's in character? Because
Yeah,
I feel
which
like
one's in
Cordelia would only
character?
do one in character.
Where's all of that in character?
This is Zala. Would be in character. No, fake name. This is Penelope. Okay, I landed on it. You're Penelope.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
Hello?
Penelope, and
Penelope.
I
Are you
We were
going-
traveling together, and I lost.
for my friend.
You know
to-
the way home.
Yes, I can get us back out of this forest.
It's
I just
best
hold my
that-
arms up for you to carry
I
me.
will
It's
pick
best, yeah.
Cordelia up. I'm gonna princess carry Cordelia.
It's
Let's go,
gonna
there's
be alright, sweetheart.
Badger things.
You're
Thank
gonna
you for all
find
your
your
help,
heart.
gentlemen.
I'm
Thank
sure
you
someone...
for.
Does it have to be a living heart? Because if someone died recently, you could probably take their heart.
Probably.
Yeah.
We might be able to find. And Zala is plumbing depths to try and make this work because she's not good at this. We could probably find someone who's close to dying and would be willing to help. And she's like, as she's saying that, she's turning away and she's gonna call over her shoulder, "Thank you for comforting my friend. We're going to leave now."
Good
Alright.
luck with the flying badgers.
Yeah, well, that was a new one. Stay safe.
You too.
Stay out of trouble.
Bye. Keep dancing.
Yeah. I will! I'll keep dancing!
If the bag wasn't gone, they might have all thought that whole experience was a group hallucination.
They still might.
Yeah!
Before Shay leaves,
The forest
She's
is
gonna-
weird.
she's gonna whisper in the guy on the ground. She's gonna go, "No one's gonna believe you," and get out of there.
Oh,
He looks
I
around
feel so
very
bad for Lynn
panicked.
missing this.
He looks around very panicked, and you manage to make your way out without being noticed, without encountering any violent situation that might have happened with
Once I'm out of sight of them, I'm gonna be using Expeditious Retreat to move much farther and faster.
guys.
And I want to be well away from them, like, before I actually put Cordelia down.
Okay.
And Squirrel Eloise is following through the trees.
Yeah.
And Zala's just kind of wide-eyed and a little bit shaken by what she just participated in.
Thank you, Penelope.
Right. You're safe, and that is what matters. I did
Look,
my job.
where's
I kept
everyone
you
else?
safe. I don't know, but they will find us, I'm sure.
Okay. Well,
they're good at finding people sometimes.
we'll
Sometimes.
just wait here for them.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes, because I only broke the second pillar to keep the first pillar intact.
What are the what?
My code of honor, the first pillar is to protect your own. Second pillar is to speak honor, and speak true, and keep your word. But first pillar is most important. You are
Well-
mine, so I spoke dishonor to protect you.
Well, I appreciate that. If it means anything, I think that a lie isn't always dishonorable. But either way, I appreciate your help.
That was weird. Oh god, I had a sentence in my head before my light flickered. I am realizing that sometimes the things, sometimes things which are true for Kolai Vuthea are not true for everyone else. But if I can keep protecting my own, that is all that really matters.
Oh, look, a puppy.
Bigman.
He wants me to let him out.
Okay.
Well, on that note, I think we can take a 10-minute break while May lets her adorable doggo out.
It didn't
Bigman.
take 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still going to take a break.
Oh, right, break time.
Yes.
Yesterday was my birthday, so we're gonna do what we did the first time we did art giveaway. And if you want a bust from me, please type happy birthday in the chat.
Happy birthday.
And we will announce the winner afterward. Keep your Twitch whispers open, and I will figure out how to whisper someone once we have picked a winner from
Yes.
a random list randomizer.
Yep. All right. We will be back in 10 minutes with more shenanigans. And we are back.
Hooray!
Yes, Scotty, why don't you tell us who won the art giveaway?
T Hunter won the art giveaway. I have messaged him, so this horrible little man who drew our first ever fan art just now needs to get with me about who I'm gonna draw.
That was amazing. Please check the Everyone Dice Twitter.
And the Discord server.
AJ's posting it on the Twitter now. Yeah, and just a sampling of the shenanigans we get up to in Discord.
Yep.
What the hell?
Gods. So yeah. I will be talking to Jake about what I'm gonna be to T Hunter about what I'm gonna be drawing for him.
Excellent. Congratulations, T Hunter. Well, getting back to the game, what would you all like to do now that you're a decent pace away from the individuals you just robbed? Because that's what it was.
De-squirrel and hold the bag aloft above my head and say, "I got it!"
Good
You
work.
should be quiet in case they are looking for you.
Oh, right.
Can we put it in the fancy bag?
That's smart. Yes.
And we should, before we put it in fancy bag, we should make sure it is what we think it is.
We don't know. No one checked.
Nope.
No. It's fair. We're
So,
something important.
Alois, if you would please check.
So you open up this small leather pouch, and you find that it's got a few sheets of parchment in it, some coin, and what looks to be it's difficult to describe. It's like it's an item that is wrapped in hair.
Great! Love that! That's wonderful.
May I use detect magic on
You most certainly can. It is there are aspects of it that radiate with magic. I know it's like what school, but it's I don't know what school it would be. It's like a magical item that came from something.
Conjuration?
Probably.
Maybe?
I think the thing with the School of Magic is if it has a School of Magic, you would know what it is, but if it doesn't...
Then it doesn't have a school of magic. It is just magical.
And he said it's wrapped in fur. Can I try to unwrap it?
It is wrapped in hair.
Hair?
Yeah.
That would be difficult to unwrap, probably.
We have time, and Steven.
We can unwrap it as we return to the tree? Or at least back to where paths split, if it's not hard.
Alright. So you all make your way back toward where the paths diverged. Alois, you begin unwrapping this small item that is wrapped in hair, and you can't get it all the way unwrapped, but based on what you've seen, it looks like a seed of some kind. You have never seen this kind of seed before.
I mean, if she's a tree, it makes sense that her heart might be a seed.
Yeah, thinking back to how her blood started changing, I think this might be her heart. If not, like, a normal humanoid heart.
Back to Crow and Possum?
Yes, I think so.
Mitch and Vinny.
Alright.
We don't know their names, unless
I did.
Alois told us.
I don't think I've been talking about them, so no.
So you all make your way back toward the tree. You do have to hold camp once more because, you know, it's a decent trek. So who is taking, what is the watch order?
Cordelia all night long.
No.
I'll go last.
Shay will take first. Cordelia takes last.
I'll do second.
Then I'll take third.
All
I
right.
like how I hit push to talk to make a hand gesture.
Big mood.
You're adorable.
And it's got the same vibe as waving at your camera when you aren't on video call.
Yep.
I do that.
I gesture wildly at my camera when I'm not on video call.
Can you make me a perception check, please?
Everyone who's on watch, or
That's all of us. All four of us
Everyone
are.
who's on watch. Yeah.
22.
passive is higher.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
I actually rolled alright, guys. I got a 19.
Shay. During the night, what you notice is that there are several figures of some kind nearby that you're not too sure what it is. It sounds like it could be some kind of like pack animals eating or celebrating some kind of hunt. It's not like overly loud, but it's rustling of leaves and the cracking of twigs, and you can occasionally hear the breaking of bone nearby, just because your perception was very good. But
Does it sound like they're like interested in us at all, or is it just like they're way off in the distance?
they're not like way off in the distance, but you don't get the sense that they are paying much any attention to you and your group. Like you heard them come a little close at one point, and you turned to observe. You couldn't see them in the dark; they were that far away. But you know, nothing further since.
She'll bring it up to the next person, just to be like, hey, just be aware, there's some people, some animals having dinner over there. They don't seem to care about us, so we should probably just ignore them. But, try to be respectful.
Alois, once Shay has settled back down to sleep, will cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
Of course she will.
And be like, hi, do you guys want some extra food? You have some extra food if you want it.
I think we might be extra food, though.
There is no reply, and as you listen, there is no... The sound that Shay has described to you, you can't hear them. However, during your watch, you feel a strange tingle along the back of your neck. And as your watch goes on, you get this strange feeling that you are being watched. You look up at one point, and in the shadows directly across from you, you can see a pair of black eyes looking at you.
Are they forward facing or are they on the side?
They are forward facing. They're like looking directly at you and your group.
I mean, like, how their eyes are oriented.
Like this.
Okay, so they're predators then. So I'll get some extra meat out and leave it for them.
Alright. Doesn't seem to be any response, good or bad. And when you wake up Zala for her watch, the meat doesn't even appear to have been touched.
Why is there meat out?
Oh, there was something in the woods and I thought it might be a predator of some kind, so I left it some food.
You didn't think perhaps that attracting predators to our camp might be a problem?
I mean, the camp already smells like blood, so.
All right. Will you please
It's better
put
to
me
make
away?
friends.
It
Well, it's
is,
on the
but
ground, so. It's better to make friends.
get some sleep.
I might make you start keeping track of rations just because Aloe seems to give them away really, readily.
Then Aloise is going to be buying her own rations.
Yeah, well,
Allie's gonna be hunting her rations, as she can do.
Yeah.
all right. Zala, your watch goes very smoothly.
I'm gonna bury the meat so that
Yeah.
at least the smell won't attract anyone.
Sure. You dig a hole deep that you feel is deep enough and bury the meat in it. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any disturbance for you during this evening. You all pack up and head back toward the tree that Lizzie calls home. Making your way down into the musty earthen home, you find the two individuals that you met before, the crow and the possum, still there. The crow is perched where he was on the chair, and the possum is curled up by Lizzie's feet.
I wanna come up and hold a hand out to the crow and say, "Hello again, cousin crow."
Ah!
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals real quick and go, we found, I think it's her heart, and she holds it out. Found this.
Are you... Sorry, did you say you were casting Speak with Animals?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
I'm sorry. I clearly I glossed over that part, and I'm like, you're just showing this thing to them? Vinny kind of tilts his head. Hey, look at that! I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Oh, it's... I can't hear that.
Nope.
Oh, is it not her heart?
Nah, that's not a heart, but... You know, it could help. Feed it over here to Mitch. Give it to Mitch.
Sure, what does it do?
You'll see.
Oh, okay. I feed it to Mitch.
Why
Hey.
is
So
you
just like,
feeding
what?
her
What?
heart?
Oh, apparently it's not.
Oh.
We didn't get her heart.
The possum very easily takes the seed and eats it. There is a pause, and the possum sort of walks across the floor about 10 feet away from Lizzie and sort of lays down there nearby all of you all. And you watch as something begins growing from the possum's back. At first, you think it might be a bug, and as you watch, you begin to see these sprouts of some kind of plant. This strange, fibrous root begins growing out of the possum, thick, and it splits the creature open, but there is no blood. And in the span of about 30 seconds, there's an 8-foot tall tree in the middle of this room that looks to be sort of made up of a bunch of different vines that have been bound together. There is a single branch from it and nothing else of note. And Vinny just says,
Mitch, you alright?
beautiful, beautiful. Mitch will be fine. He'll be back in, I don't know, sometime.
So, what is this?
Well, this is like a, what you call it? A redundancy measure. In case you guys can't get her heart back, she'll grow a new one from this here tree. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Alois and say, what's happening?
Oh, in case we can't get Lizzie's heart back, she's gonna grow a new one from this tree.
So we still helped.
Yeah, if we fail.
Well, isn't that good enough? She'll grow a new one.
Well, there's probably a lot of significant magical components in her heart, which the red caps aren't good, right?
They don't seem to be.
So we probably don't want to leave it in their hands either way.
But even if, for some reason, we can't get her heart, we did still help.
Yes.
So
That's good.
we should continue deeper into forest and try to get heart if we can. But if we can't, at least we did this much.
Yeah. Any, Hey, Vinny.
Yeah?
What? Do you have any idea why they would want Lizzie's heart?
I don't know. I mean, take a wild guess. Something that powerful. I don't know. There's probably lots of things you can do with it. But she's like a spirit of nature. So like, I guess if you were trying to like poison nature, you'd probably need her heart, like taint it or something.
What about activating an inert magical object?
I don't know if you need a heart for that. I mean, it might be able to do that too. Yeah. There's probably other things you could do.
Like a magical object that can teleport you across continents.
I mean,
that
yeah.
may not be deep in these woods.
Well, there's lots of things deep in these woods, kid. That probably... You might be able to use it for something like that. I'm not really sure. Maybe.
I want to turn to Alois and say, would you ask if it would be dishonorable for me to touch tree? And I'm like gesturing toward the growth.
Hey Vinny, is it alright if she touches it?
Yeah. Just,
And I'm just gonna
Be careful.
Reach out and gently touch this weird tree vine thing.
Okay. You put your hand on this tree, and it is a very odd sensation. It's kind of, there's a moisture to it that is somewhat unsettling, and a warmth that you weren't really expecting. As you keep your hand to the tree, you feel something. And then a moment later, it's there again. Doo doo. Doo doo. You can feel the faint thumping of a heart.
I'm going to, you said it's like 8 feet tall, right?
Yeah, it's about 8 feet tall,
so
give or take.
I'm gonna lean down slightly so that I can put my forehead against it. I'm going to say in giant, we're going to try and get your heart.
As you say that, there is a soothing sensation that washes over you. You remember these sensations from when your mother would welcome you home after playing. This gentle, caring love.
When Zala turns away, she's got little tears in the corners of her eyes.
Alois is going to put her hand onto the tree to cast a druid craft on it to give it like the sensory imprint that she has from the sacred grove. If you get what I mean.
What specifically are you trying to do?
So Druidcraft can give it a sensory effect to something. So like the general air feeling from this, how she would feel from when she went to the sacred grove, and this magic heaviness that was in the air there. Do you get what I mean?
Yep. You too feel that same, dull beating of a heart. As you cast this, there's no response that you feel to it, but there is a feeling of thanks that you get sort of in your gut.
Sort of like don't worry, I understand how you're the protector of this place, and I'm sort of the protector of that place, sort of deal.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a definite feeling of thanks and almost kinship between you and this tree.
Man, if only I had speak with plants, huh?
If only. It's almost like I purposely arranged the level up so you wouldn't have that at this moment. So what would you all like to do now?
Before we leave, I'm going to sort of half bow to the crow again and say, "Thank you, Cousin Crow." Perhaps, we should... How late is it?
It is early afternoon.
perhaps we should get going.
Back to the crossroads.
Back to Crossroads. We can
Alright.
try to follow other path, maybe, or I don't know. And Zala's probably visibly a little emotional.
Now I'm definitely upset that Lynn missed this session.
So am I.
Yeah, she's gonna be really pissed at us.
She is.
Just for the record. Because she's like, I hope there's nothing, big and important that happens this session. And I'm like, well, maybe, but that's really up to you guys, so.
Unfortunately, we went and did things.
Sorry, Lynn.
It's okay, she'll watch this, and
yeah, she'll be caught up.
she'll be excited about it still.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll
Oh.
have a conversation about Bernie and Zala interacting about
Mhm.
this instance.
And Alois keeps leaving food out for the animals / spirits that may or may not be in the forest.
She sure does. Alright, so with everything complete, you think, at Lizzie's hut, you set out for the crossroads once more. Again, you will not be able to get there before the sun sets, so one of you will need to set up camp again. So
I imagine it's just the same spot every time.
probably.
Like the old campfire's still there.
Yeah.
I would like first watch tonight.
I'll take third.
Shay will
I'll-
take second, I guess.
And Bernie, you're going last. Oh, I guess I'll have to sleep through the night.
I'm glad that
Oh.
you volunteered for fourth shift, Cordelia.
No, Bernie's insisting. Oh, look. Bernie really wants to go last.
We both know she would be insisting on you, Cordelia.
Well,
I'm gonna be real. I feel like Bernie probably would suggest Cordelia go last, and Bernie would double up with Zala.
lame.
I can't
Lame.
verify this necessarily
Yeah,
since
that seems
it's not
to check
super
out.
available, but I
That
feel
seems
like
pretty
it would be
accurate.
in character based on the events of the day.
Yeah. Alright. So, Bertie and Zala, you set up your watch and share a tender moment together. It was beautiful. It was very emotional.
It was adorable and soft and gay.
There were a lot of gay moments, but that was the gayest.
We can always do a flashback next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only we could have all been there. Yes. So, roll me a perception check, please.
Great. Because I'm great at those. I got a nat 1, so I'm really glad that Bernie is relatively perceptive.
Perception is once again higher. I'm rolling very badly on the perception.
Bernie, while you're talking, Bernie seems to have noticed a few things that she's heard in the distance. She makes note of hearing some kind of wolf howl that was answered a few other times during the night. Very, quiet, so she thinks it's from quite a ways off, but something to be aware of. But other than that, your watch passes without any incident. Second watch.
I rolled 3, so we'll use my passive perception of 14.
Cool. Alright. Shay.
What weird shit am I gonna see tonight?
Once again, as the night wears on and the darkness thickens around you, you feel this strange sensation of being watched. This unpleasantness that lingers in the back of your mind. And right across from you again, you can see those black eyes. But this time you're able to determine an almost humanoid form.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
Shay will sort of give the bro nod at the werewolf, kind of go like,
So you just
They must be
werewolfing?
so confused, like, why aren't these people afraid?
I mean, it didn't do anything the last time. I mean, it would be very in character for Shay to become a werewolf. It would fit her aesthetic.
Yeah, it totally would. The eyes don't disappear. They remain watching you. And more to it, you know that despite you can't really track where these eyes are looking, that they're looking at every one of your party members. They don't appear to be moving, but they are fairly close. I would say within 50 feet of you.
I think Shay is just gonna watch it.
Alright.
If it's not moving any closer, she's not gonna bother messing with it.
There is a chill that begins to settle over the encampment. And you feel darkness press in on you as this voice rings in your head. I am the Lord of the Wood and Bone. What brings you here, traveler?
Well, my name's Shay. We're here to, we're trying to help out Lizzie. Apparently her heart was stolen.
I am aware that my beloved's heart has been taken. What guarantees do you give me that you are not among the thieves?
I mean, did you see what we did to those guys, like, yesterday, or whatever day that was? The thing with the badger, and did you see that? That was us.
No response.
Well, we did happen to recover a thing. It was like wrapped in hair. It was like a seed. We got that from the bad guys. We took it back and we fed it. We fed it to a possum, and then the possum kind of grew a tree out of him. So
There's a pause, and you hear, "You have planted the heart seed."
is that what it's called? Look, I'm really not the best person to ask these things. Like, I don't know what's really going on, to be honest. But yeah, we did plant some kind of seed, I guess, if you count feeding seed to a possum planting.
Should I learn that you are lying to me, child, you will face the full extent of my wrath.
I don't really have a reason to lie to you.
The
I
eyes
mean,
are gone.
Okay, cool. Nice
They
talking to you.
I can't wait to
Fade
hear about
into the
this.
darkness.
Nice talk.
So it was a good thing that I left food out for him.
Food that he didn't eat.
It was an offering, which is good.
Shay is going,
You think so?
at the end
maybe.
of her watch, she's going to just sort of very casually say, so yeah, the Lord of the Woods and the Bone has been watching us every night. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I talked to him for a little bit. We'll talk about it in the morning.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I feel that's not out of character for Eloise, too, to just be like, neat.
Well, she saw the eyes too, so it's
She
like,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Eloise, it is your turn for watch.
I rolled less than 10, so go with my passive, Kacey.
Alright.
I'm not rolling well on perception tonight.
So similar to when Bernie was on watch, you are able to pick up the very faint sounds of wolf howls in the far distance. The occasional one that's then answered a few moments later, and then another few moments later. Other than that, you kind of keep your eyes peeled for this lord that Shay mentioned, but nothing really stands out to you.
I'm gonna once again leave out an offering for him.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I'm going to make sure to include some bones. Because I don't waste anything. I don't just throw out the bones.
Right. Okay. So you leave out your offering. Yeah. And then you wait Cordelia for her watch.
And she's gonna find a weird pile of meat and bones.
Okay. Sleep well, Eloise.
Oh, leave that alone. That's an offering for the Lord of the Forest and Bones.
And bones. Forest and bones. Cool. I'll tell him if he stops by.
Good night.
Good night.
What did you get, Cordelia?
Cordelia's life is so much weirder since she met us.
Yeah.
Welcome.
But less bad. Like,
She has friends.
She's no longer in... Well...
She has friends, and at least one person trusts her unconditionally. So
Yes. She's no longer suffering from abuse. Sorry, what did you roll, Cordelia?
14.
Your watch passes with little of interest. You keep the pile of meat and bones sort of in the corner of your eye. But other than that, that is all that really weirds you out. However, near the end of your watch, you do find that pile of meat and bones has changed.
In what way?
It is now a pile of rotten meat. And there are no bones.
Cool.
She is
Great.
extremely comfortable with that, is fine with the situation, and has no problems.
I'm
And
really
wait,
sad that
everyone
I'm
else.
really sad that Lynn isn't here because I know Bernie would have a lot to say about this, or at least a lot to think about it.
Can I ask something about Bernie over this session, these days in the woods?
Sure.
Has she been hungry?
Oh
Oh, Well,
yeah,
it's-
that's important.
it's
We should know
interesting
that.
that you mention it because Bernie is quite hungry. She is
Gotcha.
very hungry,
Great.
ravenously
So we
hungry.
should put the skull in the bag,
Probably.
We're
and
gonna put the
hopefully
skull in the
that'll
bag.
keep it from
That doesn't-
affecting anyone.
Hopefully.
I mean, we could
Hopefully.
also just pass it around to a different person every single day.
We could just sell it at some point. Get a bit of money out of it.
Maybe the Lord of the Wooden Bones would like it, since it's a skull.
Do you offer it to them?
No.
I feel like that's a group decision that we need to make with Lynn actually here.
Yeah,
To be
fair
perfectly
enough.
honest. So we can talk about how we handle that next week, I guess.
Yeah. I will make sure that's one of the notes I'm going to make in my session notes is that Bernie finds herself ravenously hungry. Yeah, so
It's just not bringing that up straight away.
And for the record, Cordelia is not ravenously hungry.
correct. Well, I mean, as hungry
Any more
as
than
Cordelia,
like before the skull.
as hungry as Cordelia would be normally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as Zala is awake and sees the pile of rotten meat, she's gonna bury it.
Cool.
No, that's for the.
Wait, can I use detect magic
Oh,
as a
Lord.
ritual on it real quick to see if it's magicked up too?
You can. It's not magic. It was affected by magic, but the lingering effects of that are beginning to fade.
Gotcha. But it was a good thing that I left offerings out then.
It just seems like you should have left just bones, maybe.
Maybe he's hungry. I don't know.
Well, the meat got left behind. Anyway, yeah, Zala's gonna bury it. Bury the rotten meat.
Alright. You
Doesn't
do
want to
so.
let any animals get sick eating it.
That's very kind of you.
And burying it in the ground will return it to the forest.
So I'm going to call the session here because I feel you all might want to have a brief discussion about the Lord of the Wood and Bone.
Absolutely.
And you might
And
want
that's
to do
too big
that.
of a discussion not to have Lynn
Yeah,
there.
especially with who Bernie's god is.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
that feels crucial.
yeah, so you all wake up and you will start the next session having a lovely chat.
But we got a lot done today anyway.
You
We did. We did get a lot done.
Inflicted chaos on the world.
Surprisingly
Yeah.
little chaos. Just chaos on some dudes who probably aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might have
one of them
made
be
them.
good.
Maybe
They
the
retired
one that
to
wants
become
to
a sword
dance.
dancer.
He just
Yeah.
wants to dance.
And I hope
I
he
hope-
does.
I hope he does retire to become a sword dancer. I genuinely do.
All right.
I had a lot of fun with that encounter, y'all.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that too. It was just so random and yeah.
I don't think there was a better way for us to do that.
No, I mean, as I said, I intended it to be a combat encounter, and then Cordelia was like, haha, charm person. And it was like, oh, charm person on your leader. And it's like, oh, okay, well,
Now you know how Lynn feels when I cast it as Dolphin.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel that. Yes.
As we wrap, quick reminder, check out Grinding Coffee. Use our affiliate link and or our referral code Compass Rose Pro. You get a discount, we get commission, you support not just one but 2 queer-owned businesses. And you get great coffee, according to Aaron.
Yeah.
I drink coffee a lot. I know my coffee.
Yes, I will be able to sample their wares soon as well, because me and Aaron are the avid coffee drinkers in the group.
Yeah. It just has to get to Canada before
AJ drinks.
we can try it.
AJ drinks coffee too, but I don't think...
I'm very, very picky about my coffee.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself, an avid coffee drinker. I want to be.
Well, maybe grinding coffee will...
Maybe they'll scratch that itch.
I think the weirdest coffee I've ever tried was a red velvet latte, and it actually tasted like red velvet cake. It was very strange.
To be fair, actual red velvet has coffee in it. So, anyway, we can talk more about cake flavors on the All-Nighters. Please check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to us. Search very specifically, if you would like to help us out even more, search for Everyone Dice and or the All-Nighters to find our videos, as opposed to using one of our links directly to the channel. That will help the YouTube algorithm figure out what people are looking for when they look for those things.
Yes.
And a reminder, once we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, I'm gonna be giving away dice that I made.
Yeah, they are gorgeous dice.
Yes, there is a sneak peek picture on our Discord. So join our Discord, too. You can talk to us.
Join our Discord, hang out with us, see interesting fan art.
Yes, which was posted. Did you post it, AJ?
Yeah, I posted it on Twitter.
Okay. So you can also check that on our our Twitter, but you get the real meat of our shenanigans in Discord. So
the true full experience.
Yeah.
Discord is also probably where most of our announcements are going to be made first going forward, just because it's right there.
And we're all chatting on it all day, every day.
Basically, yeah. If I'm not on Discord, I'm usually asleep.
Yeah, same here.
And don't forget to check out B-Gay Roll Dice and
Dice Will Roll.
Dice Will Roll. I didn't do that announcement, so I did not remember who we were shouting out this week, and I feel bad. I'm so sorry, Dice Will Roll. You guys are great.
They're fantastic and gay.
They are very fantastic, very gay, and that's why we like them. Aside from, because they're fantastic and gay. Anyway, we're going to wrap up. Thank you all for playing. Thank you for joining. And we hope you'll join us next time on Everyone Dice.
Bye!
Be gay.
Roll Dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.